Embrace the killing life. Of course, you must realize that all discourse wears on the soul. The workings of this, the touch of a hand or a voice warm in the ear, this wears the soul to accepted shape, and then nothingness, some speed towards this embracing the killing life, as if everything was needed. Others take it differently, turn their backs from the beginning, making the stand, staying alone, never sleeping, holding the frozen heart to an edge, never surrendering to ease, fighting it every minute of every day, and then die anyway. Under the water we go. The flower ate the vine and crawled back in the earth, smearing its face with greasy dirt. And I almost wept like a gutter to think that this was a flower I had planned to pick for you. Became very drunk. Temporal. It's damn true. It's always true that when you want something, hell, you'll kill for something, anything, and right up until the moment you get it. And then it ceases to matter anymore. Then it's off to the next, or nothing. None of it holds, none of it lasts. Money, success, art, a perfect face, a decent mind, a body like sculpture. It's like spraying a hose on a rock for 3,000 years. To change the erosion so slow you can never see it happen. And you wake up one morning with hands full of dust. The radio is weeping. The night reels in like a purple fish, already bloated and choked to death on the implausibility. Every worm has its hook, every apple a double razor. There's nothing left in this neighborhood but bashful headlights, sleeping dogs, houses that might as well be empty. It feels like something crawling through my gut as I smoke cigarette after cigarette and watch the twilight collapse in on itself. The dark is kind. Knowledge is not necessarily the truth. The radio is weeping. The walls are bowing down and the front light is out. Nothing out there. A pair of empty shoes next to the bed could light up this room like a holy altar. But not tonight, not tonight, not tonight. Morning beer. Drinking sun-warmed beer, flat as the grave, as peacocks spill color through the sky and cats sprint delicately over broken glass. There's something missing in us. We sit at tables and turn on lights and plug things into walls, and the essential miracle is lost upon us. We can't see it at our fingertips until it is too late, until it's gone. I lie back on the bed and watch the sky pass by, awesome and unending, through the tiny window above me. My eyes stutter and close. The sun-warmed beer is now sun-warmed me. The little insects and microbes float through the air as the last lion tears a hole in its prey, and the mole digs its way straight to nowhere. And that is me. I roll over and sleep. It's okay. Here she comes again, with blue eyes the size of quarters and bring over like there's something boiling inside of her. This one has haunted me for years. Something there, but too far away to touch, impossible. I know if it happened, we would tear each other apart. There's little easiness there. The bridge between us would burn like a setting sun. Nothing to do about it. We sit in the same room, smoke cigarettes, and let it simmer between us. A strange affair. Better than nothing. One night, 3 fucks. I remember getting her panties off, working them there under the sheets. That was nice. But someone else is doing it now, as I sit here in the middle of another night alone, listening to Mozart and filling the room with smoke like a 3-alarm fire. One night, 3 fucks. Should have been enough. Why wasn't it enough? Spring isn't working. There's a barrel of a gun pointed out of every window. No place is safe. All the women carry tiny nickel-plated 32s. Bottles of amber whiskey pour without ever emptying. The men grin like sharks, pressing a folded bill into every waiting palm. And they kicked a white boy to death out in the alley behind the Hungry Diamond. 3rd one this month. You'd think they would learn not to wave their swords around when they're not wanted. This neighborhood is folded up like an old cardboard cutout. They don't knock on my door anymore. I keep it locked all the time now. No need to keep up appearances. When I masturbate, I turn the radio up even louder. It doesn't matter. I run water into a greasy pan as the first insects of summer swirl around, starved and insane. These rooms are clogged with dust and memories, and it's hard to breathe sometimes. The air is so heavy. I still haven't taken down the plastic from the windows. Winter still clings in every corner. It's all too much. These rooms mock me. This year had teeth. On a dime. I've mastered so little in all these years, still hacking away at meaning, and some chance to break away, like a fawn stumbling at its knobby knees. Knowing to live is to kneel at luck, and a quarter shot of talent, and of course the ability to turn at command, to pick up and move on, or dig a trench, like honeybees swarming towards the center of the nest. And that is me here, all twisted in on myself. The phone lurks like a hook from the wall, ready to spring awake and eat me, and I am not ready. Yet, I swear I'm ready. Eyes like the night. Heaven. Alright, I realize I've completely lost my mind when the nearest one tugging at me isn't even old enough to buy her own cigarettes. But I tell you, she's damn near lightning. This long hair like a dark wave of her body, a blade of grass, and eyes that are almost too dark to betray that hint of lunacy. We brushed against each other every night, all night. And there's something electric there, something like a spark. There's delusion and there's the obvious, and of course it's impossible. It would turn out that the only chance will be no chance at all. Or a stint in jail, where the sex would be plentiful, but not exactly what I had in mind. car. I've been sitting here all winter at this machine. From my window, I can see into her backyard a bit. I see cars come and go, people walking around, little else. And I sit here pounding away at my little things, thinking about her. And I must admit, there's something there that will not let me go. Even now, I don't know what to do about it. I just keep waiting for her car to pull up in that driveway again. I don't know why. I just want to see it there. Bad timing. Saw the headlights as I was pulling into the street. Saw that old white flank of car pull by in the passing glow, and I knew it was her. She kept driving, took a right, gunned it. She hadn't seen me or was pretending she hadn't. I got to my place, pulled in, and I knew she'd been there. There was my orange plastic pumpkin propped up in the middle of a walk, my little decayed skull placed on the banister with movie tickets rolled up and jammed into its eye sockets. Another tiny plastic pumpkin placed next to that, and 2 sticks making a cross. Went inside and lit a cigarette. I had missed her by minutes. I kicked at one of the empty beer cartons on the floor. It flopped over without much enthusiasm. I just missed her. I was beginning to fold over in the clutch of my feeling when the phone rang. I came to, pounded up the stairs, and leaped across the bed for it in furious desperation. As usual, too late. Dial tone. Copped out. Copped out on the story, and the beer's half full. Fire in the sky is almost out, and failure sits around this room like something alive. It is early June, another senseless year, and I don't know what to do. I consider picking up the phone and try to think of someone to call. Can't. All those wires out there for someone else, to connect with someone else. But there's nothing here. Even a wire can't get me through, although I think a wire could get through me. Maybe it wasn't even a story. Maybe I pound these keys with the alacrity of a trained monkey. Maybe I'm copped out on life, and all the rest polishing a baluster in the dark. My hands move up and down like trained cobras, and accomplish very little indeed.